Hello everybody, it's me Andrew, and I had actually started this video, but I had some technical difficulties apparently. My computer decided to freak the hell out on me. So I've already drawn the cards, but I am using the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reid. And one thing that I really like about this deck is how candid it is, and how it offers incredible wisdom, but it really cuts through a lot of the bullshit that a lot of that a lot like a lot in the way that a lot of other decks do. So that's something that's really awesome. And for me, like those decks would be like the Fairy Tarot. Even though it's made with a great intention, it cuts through the bullshit for me at least. And then the Tarot Illuminati and the Wild Unknown Tarot, those kinds of decks really get me. And that's the great thing about working with different dynamics of decks, is that you have some decks that are very outspoken in their message, and you have some decks that you kind of have to dig a little bit more and meditate with the cards and really get to that point that you need to get to. And that's what I really like, is that different decks offer different decks offer different ways of communicating and different ways of um, speaking, and the art offers um, different I don't know the word, but it's just all different, and I love it. So I have already drawn the cards. I have one card that is to the side. As I'm not looking at it, I don't know what it is. But so that card's over here. So the first card we have is the Spiral Dancer. And this card is all about perception. So one of my old bosses actually told me that he gave me this quote, and I've never forgotten it. Even though he was rather annoying, the quote was, "Perception is reality." So if you perceive something to be a problem, then it's going to be a problem. If you perceive something to be good, then you can make it good. If you perceive someone to be a jerk, you're going to look for reasons to make sure that you know they're a jerk. And it's the same with every situation that we have in our lives, whether it's big or small, positive, negative, whatever. It's all a matter of perception. You have to look at the situation and say, okay, I can either perceive this situation as bad, or I can perceive the situation as good. How am I going to work it? How am I going to work it out? How am I going to look at this and say, this is for my highest good, and what do I need to learn from this situation? So that's a really big. Okay, my computer. Okay, cool. I think we're good. So sorry. I'm perceiving this situation to be for my highest good. um, but it's whatever. It's technology. It happens. So, and this card is also number 5. 5 to me talks about change. So, the perception about change. Change is coming. Change is inevitable. Change happens. One thing the angels told me a while back is that change is a neutral force, that, like the law of attraction, follows the path of least resistance. Change can happen, and it can be positive or negative. But whether it's positive or negative depends on us. It doesn't depend on anything else but us. That's the whole that's the whole thing about it. If a change happens and I'm like, oh my God, this sucks. I'm going to attract more of sucky situations into my life. If a change happens that I don't necessarily like, but I'm like, this happened for a reason, and it's good, I change my perception, and then I change my reality. So that's what it's talking about at the beginning of the week. So be careful about how you perceive things in the beginning of the week. This is interesting already. So you have the Sun Dancer. So we have the Spiral Dancer, and we have the Sun Dancer. So what they just told me is there's a lot of movement happening this week, a lot of kind of getting out of these old patterns and getting into new patterns, new routines, new ways of thinking. The old is moving out. And this is joyful activity, a celebration of life and abundance. They really drew me to the abundance part of this, and this picture is gorgeous. It's just amazing. Amazing. So, perception leads to a lack of abundance or a overflow, an abundance of abundance. Who doesn't want an abundance of abundance? So, it's saying to be happy. It's saying to, if you like dancing, then dance. If you like dancing, then dance. Dance, 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 dance. Do whatever you want to do. If it's just about being celebrating. In the middle of the week, celebrate your life. Celebrate who you are. Love who you are. And that's how you attract abundance. When your vibrations are high, when you're happy and you're having fun and you're really getting into the groove of things, that's when your vibration is higher, and that's when you attract more positive things. So that's what this is saying. Shift your perception and abundance will come. Ooh, I like this card. This card's been a really, really good card. So for the weekend, we have the Lady of Lightning. This says, surprises and sometimes shock is what this card is all about. So surprises are in store for the weekend. Now, they're drawing me back to the perception card. Unexpected things are going to come up this weekend. Now, I'm not saying it's anything negative, but here's the great part. If your mind instantly went to something negative when I said unexpected things, you need to shift your perception. Or if your mind went to oh my gosh, abundance, prosperity, I might, get that sale at work, or I might, sign that contract, or I might, whatever. Then if it's positive, then good. Keep working on that. Keep working on your perception. Keep keeping your perception clear and positive. But if you said oh shit, what's gonna happen? Then you need to shift that perception. You need to get out of that negative, lower energy space and go for the positive and be positive. Because things happen, and good things happen. Everybody says shit happens. I'm like, well, good shit happens too. Good stuff happens. Everything happens. It's just be positive. And so it may come as a little bit of a shock, and they're telling me that a really good shock is in store for somebody. That you've been praying and praying and praying and praying and praying, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You feel like you're not, you feel like you keep hitting a wall. You can't get past this wall. There's something going on in your life, and every time you try to get close to something, there's a wall, and you can't get past this wall, and you need to, but you don't know how. That wall's going to come down this weekend. But it's all a matter of your perception. So see, if you perceive that wall as something that you cannot get through, then you can't get through it. I actually just watched a video with Abraham Hicks, and it said that our perception, or something like, when we focus on our goal, our block morphs, and the more positive we are, the smaller that obstacle becomes, and we can move through it. So that's for the week. Now let's see what's coming up for the weekend. Wow, guys, I couldn't make this up if I tried. Good God Almighty. The Diamond Dreamer. Material wealth. Look at this. Material wealth and true prosperity. Material wealth and true prosperity. Right there. Right there. Right there. That is the theme this week. This card came out for a reason. It's telling you prosperity and material wealth is coming. It's coming. You've got to be positive, and you've got to stay positive. It's hard. Sometimes you just want to punch somebody in the throat. I know. I've been there. It's just whatever. But in order to have that true prosperity and that material wealth in your hand, you've got to be positive. You have to. There's no way around it at all. At all. So that was your reading for this week from the lovely Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. If you would like a reading with me, I've posted some new readings that I think are really, really cool. So by far, my favorite one has been the Fairy Magic and Manifestation Oracle card reading, or Fairy Magic and Manifestation reading, because I use a tarot deck in it as well, which is the Fairy Tarot. This is the tarot that I use in that particular reading. So that reading is all about prosperity. So if you have been hitting that wall, if you can't figure out why you can't just seem to manifest what you want and what you desire, that's what this reading is for. That's what this reading is for. That's because the fairies, whether you believe in them or not, and I hope you do, the fairies are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful little beings of energy who can manifest instantly like that. It sounds crazy, and believe me, I thought it was too, but I've experienced a lot with the fairies, and they're actually really great. So that's what this reading is about, tapping into that energy of the fairies. I also use the Magic and Manifestation affirmation cards, and I use the Magical Messages from the Fairies Oracle cards as well in this reading. So it's super great. It's actually one of the lower priced readings that I have. I try to keep all my prices affordable and fun and good to make sure you feel like you get the best value. But so I have that one, and then my other favorite is the Shadows Message. So that reading is actually where I go to your shadow self and I ask your shadow self questions. And I draw cards from the Dark Theme decks that I own, the Fallen Angel Oracle, the Tarot of Vampires, the Oracle of Shadow and Light, and the Le Vampire Oracle are really good for shadow work, and they really help move past that point of where you feel blocked. So both of those readings, if you've been feeling blocked in any way, are really, really, really good readings, and they're fantastic. I'm not just saying that because they're mine. But if you would like a reading with me, you can check out my website below at www.tarotangel444.com. I'm on Instagram with the same name, tarotangel444, and my Facebook page is linked directly to my website. So if you go to my website and scroll all the way down, you'll find my Facebook page, and that's just Andrew's Angel Readings. You can find me there. So I hope you guys have an incredibly blessed, happy, and abundant week. I'm still trying to work out when I'm going to do the yearly reading for 2016 for all of you, which, by the way, I have those available. If you would like a personal one, those are on my website as well. So angel blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. It truly means the world to me, and I will be seeing you guys later. Angel blessings. Bye.